Sometimes I don't want to do work. Sometimes I just want to watch Netflix or make a sandwich. Having that disconnection, to have that reconnection. See what I did there? Have your laptop, have a nice cup of coffee, but you're amongst people. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd come and talk about the challenges and all the little niggly things that can really affect you and your business. Because let's admit, like, having a stay-at-home business and working on your own, it isn't easy. There are highs and there are lows as well. So I thought I'd come and review them and try and help you out in terms of trying to overcome the challenges. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I come on and talk about weekly tips, tricks and advice on how to grow your handmade business. So I wrote some of these down because I know that I'll probably forget along the way. So if I'm looking down, then obviously you know why. So some of the challenges that I've experienced since running my business, and I've talked about stuff like this before. I'll leave a link with there was another video that I talked about in terms of you do come across people that don't really value you as a business owner. These are things that I experience when I'm working from home. So you might feel the same thing. If you do, then I totally understand where you're coming from. Now, I work from home full time. I'm a full-time mum of 3 and all my kids are at school now. And yeah, I do sort of I have a routine. Sometimes it does become a bit lonely that you're literally just staying at home doing your own thing. All I have is obviously you guys to talk to and watching YouTube videos, a bit of Netflix, all these different bits and pieces. But it can be quite lonely at times. Sometimes you just want to be able to talk to somebody just across the room or have that sort of banter where you do have a bit of interaction, but sometimes it can be quite lonely working on your own. Disconnection. So I feel that I do become disconnected with the outside world. It's hard to sort of you want to have your own business and you want to run it on your own and you want to be able to say, yeah, this is my thing, this is what I'm doing, but it also comes with that lack of connection with other people. So in terms of workspace, let's just say if you're working in your own space, it was nice to know that if somebody else is across the room but they're working in their own space, so you become disconnected with working people, with people that actually work from home as well. Everybody works from home, nobody's going to connect with anybody. And yeah, it's actually quite lonely. You do become disconnected with the outside world. And yeah, it's just something that I it goes through my mind now and again. In terms of running your own business, you have to have the motivation to get up, to do things and to get things moving. Otherwise, you have no one to answer to. There's no one to sort of be accountable for. And you have yourself to rely on. So sometimes you're just sometimes I don't want to do work. Sometimes I just want to watch Netflix or make a sandwich or just chill on my own and watch a movie or whatever. But I owe it to myself to have that motivation to keep going, because if I don't, I'm just doing it to myself. So in terms of having motivation, you always have to be on top of your game. And it's hard to just keep that motivation going. To be able to go out and to see other people, at work, let's say, if you have a lunch hour, at least you get to interact with your friends. Even though I have a lunch hour, come away from my work for an hour or so, there's nobody I can interact with. So you do have that lack of social awareness around you. So you don't have that person or people that you can just say, yeah, let's go to lunch together, because there is literally nobody there. Do you know what? It's something that I've kind of adjusted my world to. But yeah, it takes time to really understand that this is what it's going to be like for the foreseeable. I can understand why people will go through depression when they work from home, because all of these things that I've just listed, it can make you feel quite lonely and down and depressed. So there are ways to kick yourself out of it, and I'm going to go through these in a minute. But if you do feel like those are the kind of things that I've talked about, you know, it kind of links to depression, but you have to stop and tell yourself, you know what, don't think like that, otherwise you will kind of get deeper into it. So I've come up with a few solutions on how to overcome some of the challenges of feeling lonely, depressed, having a lack of motivation, etc. So these are all of my solutions to overcome that. Exercise gets your brain going. It really does. It kind of creates endorphins. I hear that a lot. So, and literally, if you exercise, you feel good instantaneously. You feel good so quickly. And when you're running, or if you're lifting weights, or if you're literally putting yourself out there and keeping fit, exercising, it really makes you feel good about yourself, and it makes you feel happier. So exercise, I would definitely say to incorporate into your daily activities when working from home. In terms of having that disconnection, to have that reconnection, see what I did there? To have that reconnection with the outside world, with the social awareness, is to go to coffee shops. And like, you've got your Starbucks, you've got your Costa coffee, you know, they allow you to have your laptop, have a nice cup of coffee, but you're amongst people, and you can just go on your laptop and just tap away if you're doing blogging, or if you're doing, I don't know, if you're uploading some videos, or you have to update stuff, or you have to do some paperwork or whatever. Just do it in a coffee shop. Get out there and just be amongst other people, because it makes you feel that, you know, you're amongst them even though you don't know them, but it just gives you that kind of, oh, this is nice, I'm amongst other human beings. So go to coffee shops, you know, sit down, have your laptop, have a cup of coffee. You don't even have to take your work with you. You could just sit there and just drink coffee and maybe look at a magazine or something, but just be amongst other human beings. It really makes you feel that sense of calm. Networking events get groups of people together, okay, and you're all discussing the same type of thing. Business networking events, they do them all the time, and a lot of them are free. Sometimes you have to pay a premium, but to be honest, if you can get yourself to networking events, you will be talking to other people within the same situation that you're in. Go to networking events and you'll meet people on the same level as you. You might even connect with somebody that also works from home. You can connect with them. Then you'll end up having your own sort of network of people that you can talk to when you do feel a certain way. I went to this networking event not too long ago, and I spoke to this woman, and she experienced not a mental breakdown, but she was sort of like, she was on her own. She had her children, but her partner left her. She really felt like disconnected from the world, but she picked herself up, and her children gave her the life to carry on and gave her the motivation to go out and do things. And I look at her and I think, wow, if she can do it and she's on her own, I've got obviously my family with me. If she can pick herself up and move and become active and happy and everything else, then I can do that as well. So she gave me the drive to keep going. If you do feel that you don't have that connection with people, go to networking events and see. You connect with people on a different level. And yeah, and there's another app called Meetup. Meetup is really good. There's loads of people in your local community that will set up a meetup group where you discuss certain topics. So go on the Meetup app, and yeah, you never know, you might find a group that you can really go to and spend time with people in that group. Have downtime. Literally have downtime where you don't have to do any paperwork, you don't have to do any blogging or Instagram posts or Facebook posts or Facebook lives, and just have some downtime. Just step away from the laptop and close it and put it away and just go out, and or just like I said, watch a movie and don't worry about all the stuff that you really have to do. Sometimes you need to re-energize yourself and to recharge your batteries, and the way to do that is to just have downtime. Maybe go to a spa, maybe go and watch a movie, you know, go to the cinema and watch a movie, you know, get out of the house and do those things. Or you can just sleep. Even sleep is amazing these days. But you know, just have downtime and just relax and to kind of recharge your batteries. These are the type of things that I would consider overcoming things like depression and loneliness and things like that. So yeah, I hope you've liked this video. Please comment. I love it when I get comments, so please comment below if this is something that you go through. I'd like to hear how you guys would overcome your feelings of loneliness or depression and things like that. Thank you so much for watching. Please press the subscribe button. Anytime I upload a video, you'll be notified by the little bell, so don't forget to press that bell. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.